Hello, and welcome to another set of battles for Season 11 of Go Battle League. This time around, we'll be duking it out for a little bit since kind of started on a much later note than I was originally planning. Apologies on that. We're going to be doing maybe like around 3 sets of battles in the Retro Cup, basically meaning that our Steel, Dark, and Fairy types will be sitting out for this one, cruising on the bench for now, taking a breather, taking the week off, because we're focusing on some of the original typings that have existed since the beginning of forever. Or something like that. So this time around, I haven't really done too many battles in between. I don't think I actually have done any battles in between, so I have absolutely no idea how well I'm even going to do in the Retro Cup. But as for extra reference, we are currently sitting at rank 14, if I'm reading the blank void correctly. With 58 wins out of 95 battles, and our longest streak is 9 wins. Not sure if we're gonna break that anytime soon, but fingers crossed. We still got a good amount of season left, so we might find a winning combo moving forward. Plus, from what I hear, the recent update has fixed the fast move denial. As to whether or not that will benefit or hinder my current progress is to be seen. I definitely do feel like I have been able to benefit from that on occasion. So, if I did, then hopefully I'll be able to adjust quickly. But it's good to know that fast moves are able to register again. So that's always a plus. But enough speculation on our performances. Enough speculating about our performance. Let's go ahead and actually perform. With that, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the Retro Cup, into which case our first matchup will start with our brand new Glissopod, rocking Fury Cutter as its fast move, as well as X-Scissor and Aerial Ace as its charge moves. Definitely not packing any useful nuke type moves, but it's fairly spammy, so at least we have that going for us. In the middle, we have our ever reliant Needle Queen rocking Poison Jab, as well as Poison Fang and Earth Power as its charge moves. And finally, we'll be closing out with the ever bulky Lapras rocking Ice Shard as its fast move, and Ice Beam and Surf as its charge moves. So fingers crossed things go well. Check this on PvPoke. Doesn't look like it will, but numbers are something. But let's see if we can get some results as we go against Yun Xion as our first match. Alright, well, that first matchup is up against a Galvantula. With that, definitely taking a hit from these Volt switches. That is for sure. But at the very least, we are able to get to this Aerial Ace, so we should be able to do some pretty decent neutral damage at the very least. Yep. So we're good on that end. With that, I may actually say goodbye to my Glissopod for now. RIP, buddy, you have served. Alright. With that, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for my Needle Queen. I'm going to go ahead and have tank out this next move as well, because I believe no matter what it throws, we should be okay. And his lunge is not very effective. It does lower our attack, unfortunately, but should be okay. With that, next mon they're throwing out is a Talon Flame. Hello. Alright, with that, we'll go ahead and throw a Poison Fang their way, lower the defense a little bit. And with that, I'll go ahead and chuck out the Lapras. We'll be taking some hefty neutral damage from Incinerate and Flame Charge. Oh, Brave Bird. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Yikes. They came in swinging on that one, not gonna lie. They came in swinging. Probably should have blocked anyway, but you know, you live and learn, right? You live and learn. Alright, with that, we'll go ahead and fire an Ice Beam their way. At the very least, take out one of their shields, so I'll take that. I'll take that. And with that, they are going to go ahead and chalk out their first charge move, into which case I'll go ahead and use up my first shield here, because I do think I have just enough left in my... Yep, I have enough left in my Lapras to fire off, at the very least, a Surf, so I should be able to either do some nifty neutral damage or take out their second shield, so I'll take that. Alright, with that, we bring back the Nidoqueen. I'm going to go ahead and shield out this one. Definitely don't want to take that Body Slam. With that, though, it's a question of whether or not I can get to... Yep, I can't get to Earth Power. So at the very least, I should be able to take out the Licky. But I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough in me to take out the Talonflame now that it has made its triumphant return. Definitely hurting. Let's see if Poison Fang can do at least some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. Okay. We were able to get deep into the red, but unfortunately, they're going to be finishing off with one final Flame Charge. So, unfortunately, off to a loss, but we were able to keep it close at the very least, so I'll take that. GG's all around. Alright, so right now we're 0-1, but, you know, first match of the night, first match of the set, still got ways to go. Let's see how we do in our second match against Espinosa 7, if I read that correctly. Alright, first matchup is going to be against a Walrein in all of its shining glory. Alright, with that, fortunately our water typing is coming in very handy here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some good neutral damage. X-Scissor, it's decent. Nothing really to write home about, but it's decent. With that, I'm actually going to go ahead and shield out these ones just in case they are going. Yep, they did go straight for the Earthquake. It does look like, well, my bug typing would have helped out quite a bit there, but I'm not 100% sure how much it would have helped, if I had to be honest with you. With that, though, it does look like we are able to chip well away on this Walrein, so... knowing that Earthquake is not very effective, let's see if we can tank out. Okay, it's going to be Icicle Sphere. Does get us into the yellow, but fortunately, it seems Glisopod is holding in fairly well on its own right now. And we are able to take out the Walrein. Sweet. With that, next Mon to appear is another Shiny Flex in the form of Altaria. With that, though, they do decide to switch out for the Araquanid. So unfortunately, none of my charge moves is going to really do any useful damage against it. But at the very least, you know, we should be able to... we might as well try and see if we can survive this next attack. Bug Buzz does get us deep into the yellow there, so it's a little bit concerning, but you know, we should be able to. I think we'll be okay. May need to use up a shield in a moment, but that's in a moment. With that, I didn't actually notice. I believe they're using Infestation instead of. I believe the usual is Bug Bite, so a little bit different. I think that gives them the opportunity to get more... Oh, excuse me. Get more charge, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure there. I think Infestation charges faster, but it does sacrifice on damage. With that, though, we have brought out Nidoqueen. With that, It does seem like they're going to whittle away at our Nido Queen as much as they can with Bubble Beam. They're going for the Bubble Beam spam. Definitely going to be entering into the yellow at this rate. Yep, there it is. Alright, but with that, we got ourselves one Poison Fang. Might as well finish off the Araquanid while we're here. And with that, the final mon to deal with is the Altaria. With that, they do have one shield on them, but hopefully we'll be able to take out enough of their health, or hopefully we'll be able to manage, basically. Yeah, sorry, I don't remember where I was going with that. But unfortunately, it does look like our Lapras has fallen, and our final mon left is our Galissapod. Looks like we only have enough energy for one X-Scissor, so this is going to, yep, take out their final shield. But it does look like the Altaria is going to be finishing off our Galissapod in style with one final Sky Attack. So, once again, fairly close. I gotta say, fairly close. But unfortunately, this did end in another loss as well. So RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Okay. So right now we're not doing too hot. We're currently 0-2, but we still have 3 matches in the set. So let's see if we can get into the positive as we battle against 1809 Yuppie. Alright, Yuppie, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Talonflame. And with that, Talonflame is going to be doing some pretty nasty neutral damage to our Galissapod with Incinerate. However, we should be able to fire back with our own neutral damage in the form of Aerial Ace. Or at the very least, take out their shield, so I'll take that. Alright, with that, just in case they're doing a Brave Bird and Dip, I am going to go ahead and shield here. Is actually going to be a Flame Charge, into which case I will go ahead and boss out the Lapras. Just in case they're now going to do a Brave Bird and Dip, I'm going to go ahead and shield here. It is once again a Flame Charge, so unfortunately I am now out shielded, which is a little bit concerning. But here we should either do good damage to the Talonflame, or, okay, we did take out the shield there. Now it's just a matter of whether or not we're able to survive this next Brave Bird. Keep in mind, there has been 2 attack charges, so... Okay, it's going to be another Flame Charge. Ooh, well, that Flame Charge hurts like a... Well, that Flame Charge hurt. That Flame Charge went hurt. With that, they do come back with a vengeance with Swampert, or not with a vengeance. They have swapped out for the Swampert and have taken care of my Lapras. With that, now I'll go ahead and bring in the Galissapod. Hopefully, I'll be able to do some pretty quick neutral damage against this Swampert, and we should be able to tank out. At the very least, we are able to tank out the Hydro Cannon. But it does look like they have another Hydro Cannon coming our way, so unfortunately that's going to spell the end of my Galissapod. I believe Tommy Love TV, if I saw your notification correctly, thank you very much for the raid. I greatly appreciate. I have nothing to view my stats. I never actually realized that, huh? Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't quite work out this team properly, and I think my rhythm has just been off tonight, admittedly. Dancer or lose. Yeah. But yeah. Hello, Tommy Love TV, as well as Capin. Do I have Shadow Vic, Vastrodon, and Metacham? Maybe Shadow Vic. I don't have a Metacham or a Vastrodon at the ready, unfortunately. Kappa and Capin. Thank you. I apologize. Spacing like the the lack of spacing hurts. On Alan as well. Hello. Welcome back to the stream. As well as Yuri Avenger. How you doing? Anyway. How you doing? Am I a new streamer? Define new. It's one thing to watch the world burn on your account, but spreading toxicity to other streamers? You absolute psychopath. How could you? How could you, Tommy? How could you spread the toxicity? Oh, did I check out your podcast? Yeah, sorry, man. I haven't actually gotten around to actually watching it. Showing the way of toxicity. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, sorry, I haven't actually gotten a chance to check out your podcast. But yeah, I think this past weekend was just it's a lot has been happening, but the way of getting legend after lobotomy. I don't know if it's worth. Sorry, anyway. Never caught a stream before, so you're new to me. Oh, from your Avenger. Oh, that's fair. But yeah, I think come November, this will make 2 years, I think. Yeah. Although, in fairness, I've been this maybe like beginning of this month has been where I've actually been consistent in actually streaming. So yeah, I don't blame. So it might as well be that I've started. Is this my normal stream time? Roughly. I usually try to attempt to start maybe about 2 hours earlier, and I'd say maybe like end in about like half an hour to an hour from now. But otherwise, yeah, I would say this is roughly about the usual time. And I guess just a quick shameless plug there. Was it? Yeah, so pretty much we'll be streaming pretty much on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, both on YouTube and on Twitch simultaneously. And on Saturdays, we'll be having Twitch exclusive streams. Usually, this week is a little bit different because I'm going to be out and about. Oh, thank you for the follow, your Avenger. But yeah, this week and in particular, I'm going to be out and about, essentially. So I'm just going to be streaming for tonight as well as Thursday night. But I can go into details on that later. Or I guess just real quick. Tonight we're going to be continuing our battles through the Retro Cup. We're just going to do 3 sets for tonight because it started late and I kind of have to wake up early in the morning. But yeah. Thursday we're currently adventuring through Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So if you're interested, you can check that out on Thursday night, Twitch and YouTube. Roughly about this time, give or take. Just a forewarning, because this is kind of on the later side in my time and I do have work to get to. There may be some instances where I miss a stream or 2 or 10 because sleep. But yeah, I've been working on consistency a lot more recently, and I did miss a couple in the past, and I think this past Sunday and Thursday, but hopefully with today's and Thursdays, we can get, and after this weekend, we'll get a rhythm going. I like to believe we'll get a rhythm going. But speaking of trying to get a rhythm going, we will continue our battles through the Retro Cup. Right now, this team hasn't really been faring all too well. Kind kind of expected, though. It didn't seem like it really stacked up all that well typing wise anyway, and plus Galissapod ain't exactly the greatest fit for Go Battle League, but I mean, I have one, so I might as well test it out. But nonetheless, we have 2 more matches in this set. We might as well see if we can get like 1 or 2 wins out of it. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into match number 4. Well, man, even Niantic just gave consistency. You can do better. We'll be trying. We be trying. But yeah, we be trying against... shoot, sorry, I missed your name. Against our next opponent. Insert name here. Believe in the heart of the cards. Okay. Sorry, my mind is also kind of all over the place, so I apologize if I'm not making any form of sense tonight. But nonetheless, we were originally facing off against the Swampert. They have decided to shield our X-Scissor. They have switched out for a Sceptile. And honestly, I'm not really feeling like switching out on this one either. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep on keeping on. I will go ahead and shield here just in case they are going for a Frenzy Plant or a Leaf Blade. Fortunately, our bug typing will have made it so that it wasn't super effective damage, but knowing my history with Leaf Blade, that tends to be something I'd rather not underestimate. Alright, with that, next mon they bring out is a Swallow, into which case, for one reason or another, I decided to switch out for my Lapras. With the heart of the cards and the power of friendship, you can do anything. As well as tank out this Lapras spray. Tank out this Acid Spray. It does lower our defense, which is unfortunate, but nonetheless. I know the Spice at rank 14. If there's any major benefit of hanging out in taking my sweet time going through the ranks, you never know what you're gonna find down here. Including a Swallow that knows Acid Spray and Ice Beam. Yes. But nonetheless, they have returned with the Swampert. Fortunately, our Ice Beam and our Surf is able to do some neutral damage against it. So let's see if we can get some good damage going. Yeah, there we go. Alright, with that... I think it has been charging energy for kind of a while, but I'm assuming it's going to be another Hydro Cannon. Yep, there's another Hydro Cannon. Oof, does actually take us out though, which is rather unfortunate, but we should be able to... Well, if we're not able to finish it off with the Galissapod, we should be able to finish off with 1 Poison Jab from Nidoqueen. I would really hope so. And with that, we only have a little bit left in the Swalot, so we might as well finish it off with a real quick Aerial Ace. Hey. Bonus points for having one of the spiciest teams tonight, but also greatly appreciate for our first win of this set and the first win of the night. GG's all around. Alright, so on the plus side, we're not starting tonight with an 0-5, but let's see if we can at the very least make it a 2-5 as we eventually jump into our 5th and final match of this set, which is going to be against Angel 73012. Here, Avenger, what's the bug charge move that I'm using? I am using X-Scissor. One extra thing worth noting is that the moves that Galissapod knows is, I believe, its charge moves can be Waterfall, Fury Cutter, and Metal Claw, and its charge moves can be Aerial Ace, X-Scissor, and Aqua Jet, I believe, are all the moves that it could be. So right now, mine is Rocking Fury, Cutter, X Scissor, and Aerial Ace, and right now we are fighting off against a Sea King, who may or may not be rocking a triple legacy moveset. I'm not 100% sure. We'll go ahead and tank out this next one just in case. I don't know why I said just in case. I'm just gonna go ahead and tank this out. And it does appear that it was once again an icy wind, so we were able to survive that. Our attack is dropping quite drastically, but we should still have enough to finish it off with one final X Scissor, like so. Alright, with that, next one to deal with is an Altaria. I will go ahead and switch out for the Lapras, into which case they will switch out for a Cherrim. And with that, I'm going to see if I can bait out one of their shields with a real quick Surf here. Yeah, there we go. And Bullet Seed is putting in some work tonight. I will go ahead and shield out this next move, just in case. Okay, it is Weather Ball, so I believe that's something that we could have survived. Probably another Weather Ball? Yep, it is another Weather Ball. I believe that was a Fire Weather Ball, so it's done some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. So looks like we will be looking at one final Weather Ball our way, getting us deep into the red. Alright, with that though, they do switch out for the Altaria, into which case, well, my Ice Beam has made real quick work of that. And with that, they decide to, I can't tell if they decided to call it a night or if we actually did manage to finish off the Cherrim. But nonetheless, GG's all around. And with that, we were able to get ourselves 2 wins out of 5 in this set. Thank you all for tuning in for this one. I like to believe that you guys have helped in actually allowing me to get wins this round. The power of friendship, the power of that Altaria had a family. I think I met its older sibling earlier in the match. That thing decimated me, so I took my vengeance on. That's like textbook villainy right there. Anyway, anyway, sorry. Villainy aside, we'll go ahead and claim this 600 Stardust as well as this Silver Pineapple. Take that. And with that, we are now 3/4 of the way to rank 15 and 2160 Stardust richer. Hey. Alright. Change the numbers here. So there we go. First set down. Not particularly the greatest of starts, but it isn't terrible. 2 wins out of 5. Starting out in the negative, but if it's saying a consolation, the previous matches were on the closer side, and you know, we did start to get some momentum near the end, so take whatever win I could get, I guess. Alright, but we'll go ahead and retire that team for now and move on to team number 2. As we jump into basic rewards once again, jump into Retro Cup. This time around, we'll be starting out with another water bug from the Alola region. This time around with much more meta relevance in the form of Araquanid. In the middle, we do have a Flygon that we managed to obtain through GoFest, so it is packing the exclusive charge move Earth Power, I believe. Its fast move is going to be Dragon Tail, and it has the ever spammy Dragon Claw as well. And finally, to close out, we have the ever infamous Ice Ghost in the form of Frostless, who is rocking Powder Snow as its fast move, the surprisingly spammy Avalanche as its charge move, as well as the ever potent Shadow Ball as its other charge move. Alright, so with that, let's see if this team fares us any better. Alright, with that, first matchup is against Frosted 121072. And with that, their first round is going to be up against a Altaria, into which case I will go ahead and switch out for my Flygon. I have a sneaking suspicion that they have something prepped for ice types in the future, so just to play it either safe or on the riskier side, I'm going to be checking out the Flygon for this one. We are going to go ahead and shield out these because Flygon's not looking all too hot on these ones. Wish I had a good Shadow Flygon. Me too, friend. Me too. Goals. In fact, I haven't really invested in any of my Shadow Well, I've been able to TM away frustration on a lot, but I've never actually bothered to like power up and stuff. So that is indeed goals for later. Speaking of, I am going to go ahead and use my second shield here. Keep my Flygon alive as long as I possibly can. Alright, with that, we do get the Snorlax well into the red. And with that, we're either going to take out their final shield or take out the Snorlax. I'll take that. And with that, final mon to deal with is going to be a Jellicent. And with that, I'm assuming we're going to be taking some pretty nasty damage with this Shadow Ball. It's going to be swinging our way. Okay. Yeah, definitely nasty damage, but at the very least we were able to tank it out fairly well. Yeah, we were still able to stay in the green, so I'll consider that a win. With that, they brought back the Altaria, into which case I brought in my Frostlass. With that, we are now well in the red. But let's see if we can go ahead and bait out their last shield with Avalanche, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have enough energy to quickly get to Shadow Ball before they get to their next charge move. Or finish us off with Hex. My goodness. Alright, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough to finish, but we got one Shadow Ball their way. And it is. We're able to clear out the Jellicent with barely anything left in the tank. Frostlass coming in clutch. GG's all around. Alright, so off to a good start. We got 1-0 under our belt. Let's see if we can go 2-0 with our next match against Newtago. Alright, Newtago, what do you got? First match around is going to be a Frostlass. Why does this feel so familiar? Anyway. Interestingly enough, it is a Frostlass rocking Hex. As well as Avalanche, naturally. With that, we are able to tank out the Avalanche fairly well. Let's go ahead and chuck some bubbles their way. Don't really do all too much damage, but at the very least we are able to lower their attack, if ever so slightly. With that, I do feel confident enough to go ahead and tank out their next move. It is once again going to be an Avalanche, and once again we are able to handle that fairly easily. With that, let's go ahead and send another barrage of bubbles their way. Once again, not really doing all too much damage, but we're quickly turning it into a battle of attrition. And with that, they're going to be, I'm assuming, it's going to be another Avalanche our way, and we are actually able to survive that, fortunately for us. With that, we are able to get one final set of bubbles out. Whether or not it's going to take out the Frostlass or the shield is very dependent. Okay. Now that we are able to take out the Frostlass with a barrage of bubbles. And with that, next mon to deal with is going to be the Swampert. I'm going to bring out the Frostlass. I'm going to respond in kind from your Frostlass to mine. Now, it's a very different scenario here, but, you know, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. That they're gonna be starting to fire their barrage, their ever-ending onslaught of Hydra cannons our way. So that's something to keep in mind moving forward. With that, we'll go ahead and check out Avalanche. We are able to take out their first shield. With that, just to see how well Frostlass is able to handle Hydra Cannon. Okay, we are deep into the yellow, so it's not like Frostlass is all too happy for taking the Hydro Cannon, but at the very least, now we know. And with that, we are able to fire up Avalanche, and we are able to clear out the Swampert, in which case their final mon is going to be a Talon Flame. Asking the real questions. Are they going to risk it? They're not going to risk it. Man, should have gone with the Brave Bird. I would have given you mad props, you know? I would have given you mad props. What can I say? That would have been wild. That would have been absolutely wild. You just went Hail Mary for the Brave Bird. I don't know. I would have given props. There's still a lot of match left, so I probably shouldn't be talking too soon. With that, we did decide to block out at least one flame charge, but we do have enough energy to get to Dragon Claw, and judging by the fact that the Talon Flame is in the red, we should be able to finish off here. Please? Okay. And yep, with that, we are able to secure victory number 2 of this set. GG's all around, and hello and welcome to the stream. Heyo, and welcome to the stream, Matteo. I hope I'm not butchering that. Matteo. Hello and welcome. Welcome to our current set of battles in the Retro Cup. We are currently on set number 2, where we are actually 2-0 this time around. So hopefully we'll be able to keep this win streak going as we go into our next match. But while we're waiting, thank you very much for the follow, Jason Kick GT. Really appreciated. Yeah, throwing Brave Rumble. What is the difference between the Retro Cup and the Great League? The Retro Cup, so CP limit is the same, as well as our inability to find matches occasionally. But the main difference is that the Retro Cup is bans Dark, Steel, and Fairy type Pokemon. So I believe, if I'm remembering my game order correctly, that pretty much means the only typings available for the Retro Cup are the ones that you originally found in the original red, blue, green, yellow, the primary color games, the Kanto games, the OG games that get revived every 5 years. So yeah. Retro Cup is basically Great League without Steel types, Dark types, or Fairy types. Yeah. And so far we have tested out a team previously with Golisopod, Lapras, and insert third Pokemon here. I swear I will remember. Podcast kind of good, worth a follow. I appreciate. I know someone else has been mentioning your podcast. I don't know if you're also referring to that. Does seem like it's a podcast worth following. But if you're already referring to what's happening now, I also appreciate. But yeah, I can't remember for the life of me what other mon I used for that team. Yeah, it'll come back to me. But right now, yeah, we're rocking a Raconid, Flygon, and Frostlass, who has been serving us very well this time around. We got 2-0. Let's see once again if we can go 3-0 against KGR 916. All right, KGR, what do you got? First match is going to be against a Shadow Nidoqueen. Very, not gonna lie, fairly intimidating, that one. And with that, I will go ahead and see. I think it's too early for Stone Edge or Earth Power. I could be wrong. Nope, it is going to be Poison Fang. Does actually still do a pretty nasty bit of neutral damage, but we are able to survive that nonetheless. That though, we'll go ahead and chuck some bubbles their way. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for my Flygon, get some good neutral damage going with my Dragon Tail. With that, let's go ahead and see if we can tank out this next one. It is Poison Fang once again, so they're just going to go for the defense debuffs there. With that though, ooh, they have switched out for the Walrein, who is absolutely going to decimate my Flygon here. But before its demise, let's go ahead and pock shot it real quick. And at the very least, we were able to take out a shield, so I'll take that. With that, we'll go ahead and bring Arachnid back into play here. I will go ahead and try and tank out this next move. If it is Earthquake, I believe our Bug typing will help there. Icicle Sphere, so our Water typing actually helps a lot there. So far, so good. With that, I am going to go ahead and actually shield this one, because even if it's not very effective, it could still very well take out my Arachnid. With that though, fortunately, it was indeed Earthquake, so I'm very thankful I shielded on that one. With that though, I'm going to go ahead and fire a Bug Buzz their way. And with that, we are able to take out the Walrein. With that, they will once again brush out the Nidoqueen, into which case I will go ahead and let my Arachnid bite the dust. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring Frostlass, who is able to make quick work of the Nidoqueen. And with that, the final mon to deal with is Altaria, and fortunately, and I think it's safe to say we have fairly safe odds here. I mean, best not count our chickens, but I'm feeling good about our odds. I will say at the very least, I give you respect for sticking out this match to the end. But with that, we should be able to finish off this Altaria with this final Avalanche, I believe, if it ever lands. There you go. Alright, and with that, either we were able to finish off the Altaria, or they have called it a night. Nonetheless, GG's all around. Yeah, Frostlass was absolutely devastating to that team. Didn't want to bust it out too early though, because you never know who has the Frostlass counters in the back, you know? People be scary with those hard counters. Now let's see if there's any hard counters to deal with in our fourth match against Zelo. Alright, with that, their first matchup is going to be against the defense form of Deoxys, as well as the infamous Weak Connection. Frightening. With that, they are going to fire off their move first. It could be Thunderbolt. It's Rock Slide. Still super effective, but fortunately we are still in the green, so we were able to tank that one out. A little hesitant on whether or not I want to sorry. First and foremost, hi Mark. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, I'm always a little hesitant on whether or not they're gonna bust out hard counters. Was that the point I was? No, that wasn't the point I was on. It was about whether or not to tank out Rock Slide. But that's we've gone way past that at this point. We've moved on to greener pastures. We've moved on to greed pastures. Is battle my favorite part in Pogo? I'd say it's one of the main reasons why I've stuck around on Pokemon Go, if I had to be completely honest with you. I think it's just one of those end game things where I'm finally able to utilize a lot of my resources to like further expanding and further building up on like various teams that I can use in the various different leagues that are available. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, it has its ups and downs. You know, it's definitely far from perfect. That is for certain. But you know, it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. Can be hard to get through sometimes, but it's the good part. Yeah. Otherwise, do enjoy the other aspects as well, you know, the traditional just being able to casually walk about, catching a Pokemon, shiny hunt here and there. It's always, yeah, I'd probably say shiny hunting and trainer battles is probably where a lot of my attention hangs out in. Speaking of which, I should probably pay a little bit more attention to what's happening on screen. With that, defense form Deoxys has returned to the field. They went ahead and used up their last shield, but unfortunately I believe this Rock Slide is going to be finishing off our Frostless, and it will be our first... Oh, I'm sorry, Psycho Boost. It's good to know they double moved their Deoxys. But yeah. So unfortunately a loss there, but nonetheless GG's all around. But yeah. Not 100% sure if battling is my favorite part, but yeah, it's definitely what keeps me going, if anything. Speaking of keeping going, though, we'll be keeping going with our final match of this set against I think it was Makichi, something like that. Nonetheless, our first matchup is going against the ever bulky Cresselia. With that, we'll go ahead and start chucking some bubbles their way. Hopefully whatever nuke move they're about to chuck our way, we're able to survive that in glorious fashion. Fingers crossed. There'll be Future Sight, and yeah, we are well in the green right now, so we are A-okay. Okay, well, we just got into the yellow, but so far we're holding up really well. Recently back on playing Pokemon. I think Pokemon is a chill game, no pressure. I guess that's one of the benefit. That's one of the plus sides of this game, is that if you do want to go hard on the PvP side, you can. But if you just want to chill, you just want to walk around, catch some mons, maybe battle some gyms for a little bit, battle some raids. It's all good. It's all good. You do you. Unfortunately, the Cresselia has did my has unalived my Araquanid, but fortunately Flygon was able to come in with the vengeance. With that, they have decided to switch in for the ever spammy Electric Pancake, in which case we'll be facing off against one of many Mud Bombs. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire another Dragon Claw their way, and we are able to take out a shield, so I'll take that. And with that, I will go ahead and pay my respect in kind by also using a shield in this moment. And with that, I think we should... got a little bit too greedy there. I will go ahead and shield out this one actually, just in case I am, because I do have a couple of charge moves at the ready. Speaking of which, we'll go ahead and fire an Earth Power their way. Get some pretty good neutral damage going, and with that we'll go ahead and try and close this out with the Frostlass. We are going to, I'm assuming, be trying to tank out as many body slams as we can. Oh no, it's Crunch! Ooh, okay. That does change the game a little bit, not gonna lie, that does change the game a little bit. With that though, we should be able to, yep, we are at the very least able to take out their final shield here. And with that, I do believe we're going to be saying goodbye to our Frostlass here. RIP buddy, you have served well. With that though, hopefully we are able to deal enough damage with Dragon. So close yet so far. Unfortunately, they are able to get to the body slam and finish off our Flygon with what little HP the Greedent remained. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. One HP in a dream. Ain't that the truth? Greedent coming in clutch. Makes me think I should invest in a Greedent. Maybe someday. Someday in the future. For future Retro Cup references, I may invest in a Greedent just for the fun of it. I gotta get those candies though. I don't know if I think they appear enough that I have enough candies. I don't know. Well, candies aside, at the very least we can go ahead and claim these 600 Stardust, this fast TM, and at least we got an encounter with a Litwick. I actually did not know Litwick is a option. It is a yeah, it's cool. Litwick's cool. Where am I from? I am from the good old US of A, specifically the state of Hawaii. So I use the term US of A very loosely, as we are smack dab in the middle of the Pacific. Yeah. Local boy from the Hawaii Isles. Anyway. Sorry, let me go ahead and see if... Yep, we made it to rank 15. And got ourselves a respectable 25 out of 35. 25 out of 35, what am I talking about? 25, 35 Stardust. And it looks like next time around we're geared to get ourselves some more candies. Oh, a regional Pokemon Hawaii is Comfey. Yes, Comfey is our specific regional Pokemon. Other than that, you can also get the ever-present coastal Pokemon Corsola. If that is one that you still need. It can be blue. So that's kind of cool. That's pretty much all we got for regionals. I'm very thankful we have at least one regional from the Alola region. I mean, I feel like it's kind of a given, but I'm thankful that... Well, maybe it's not a given. I don't know. Who knows? I'm thankful nonetheless. Alrighty. Trade a Taurus for a Comfey. That'd be cool. If there ever comes a time where we have an opportunity to do like some kind of meet up and trade thing, that would be... I'll stock up on as many Comfey as I can and then make my way over towards the mainland the main continental US, and we'll trade all the Tauruses for all the Comfy. I also accept Heracross if you have Heracross. What else is there? Oh, there's the one, was it by New York area? Buffalant? Is that New York area? I take that too. Actually, any regional, honestly. Could never go wrong with the regionals. Sorry, anyway. Future trading prospects aside, let's go ahead and close out the night with one final set of battles and go ahead and claim as many rare candies as we can. I will go ahead and stick it out with the basic rewards this time around. Have I ever spoofed? How did no, I'm kidding. No, I have not spoofed. Yes. If I did, it was... I don't know if it's possible to accidentally spoof. I don't think it is, but if I ever did, then I apologize for that. But as far as intentionally spoofing, no. No. I have had a second account at one point. I don't know if that's the closest thing. That used to exist at one period in my life. I mean, it's still there. It's just it forever remains dormant now. So I no longer feel the need to play two accounts simultaneously. I think you should be able to lucky distance trade once only on calm days. I have so many lucky friends on every trade. I know, right? At least the lucky trades. I feel like the lucky trades you should be able to, because if you put in all the effort to, for one, get best friends, and then you get lucky enough to have a lucky trade available, I feel like in that case you should be allowed to just globally trade. Because I think that there's enough effort put into that level of friendship to get to that point where a global trade is viable. Just throwing that one out there. Am I losing connection on one of my things? I apologize if I'm dropping in and out. I have no idea. I swear I look like it dropped from like one of them dropped. I apologize if it did. But yeah. Global lucky trades, at least, please. Or yeah, or a special global trade on Calm Day. That'd be cool. I mean, that's one way to help build a community. Yeah, you know, the opportunity to trade with people. Yeah, it brings the global community together. You know, I know they've been emphasizing on trying to build local community, and don't get me wrong, it's good to be connected with your local community, but it's also really good to connect with your global community. You know, it's also beneficial. Also, it would be fun to do like a global, like, was it one of those comfy chat streams where like if you like everyone like swigs by and then like we can like, you know, like maybe catch some Pokemon during Calm Day, like using like the incense every like 20 minutes and yeah, like pop in chat. It's like, hey, you want to trade some Comfy for some Tauros or something? It's like, oh yeah, I'm down, you know, do that, do our like one special trade globally, and then it's like, okay, cool, you know, and then, you know, can send gifts periodically and all that fun stuff afterwards. But that would be a fun time. Be very chill. It'd be a fun time. There we go. Global opportunities to trade on calm days and when you reach lucky friends. for that lucky trade. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. Excuse me, apologize. All right, sorry, got on a tangent on trades, and yeah, maybe one day, someday in the future, we can have a moment where my battery is not at 20%. Yeah, that'll be fine. One day we'll be able to come together and trade, but for now, we'll come together and battle random strangers online in the Retro Cup. As we battle with our final team with the ever meta Walren up front and center. We have Oranguru hanging out smack dab in the middle. And we have our own shiny flex in the form of Alteria in the back. So definitely leaning a bit more towards the meta side with this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. But hopefully that means we'll get ourselves a good amount of rare candies at the end of the night. Fingers crossed. I mean, either way, we're making it to rank 16, so I'll take it nonetheless, but might as well see if we can get some good amount of rare candies to boot. Could finally get some mons ready for Master League. Grab some water later, because our first match is going to be against, I think, Gefrazone, I believe. I apologize if I'm butchering your name, but first matchup is going to be against a Zangoose. So I'm going to go ahead and shield. I don't quite remember what Zangoose knows. I, for one reason or another, have a sneaking suspicion it could know close combat. I could be 100% wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's a 100% possibility that I'm remembering incorrectly and I'm shielding for no good reason. But in the event that it does indeed know close combat, I don't want to deal with it. So go ahead and shield once again. It's going to be Night Slash once again. So unfortunately, we have lost the shields there, RIPs there. But with that, we'll go ahead and fire one final Icicle Sphere, and we are actually able to clear out the Zangoose. So at the very least, we have that going for us. And for that, they switched up for Abomasnow, I switched up for Alteria. For some reason. That's on me. I'm going to blame it on the fact that it's getting late at night, and I can't think. I can't think straight. So yeah, that one's 100% on me. I'm not gonna lie, I done goofed. But let's see if I can get a little bit of redemption going as I bring in the monk. And with that, they're coming in with Walren Rockin' Waterfall. That's a new one. Interesting strategy, Scott. Let's see if it pays off. I got bad news for you. But it's okay. Bring in the monk. On the plus side, see, it's actually going all according to plan. The Alteria would have held us back, and it would have been absolutely decimated by the Walren anyway. So the only logical conclusion to this is that we just needed to get the Alteria already out of the way, as well as the Walren, as well as the monkey. And then we lose on perfect. I'm kidding. But yeah, unfortunately, I have read that incorrectly. Yes. Task failed successfully. Okay, I don't know if that's a case of task failed successfully. But yeah, unfortunately, the dual ice typings would have been our heavy demise, especially for Alteria. And I definitely read into that that Abomasnow trade in very wrong. So maybe not GG's for myself particularly, but GG's to our opponent nonetheless. GG's all around. Alright, so we've learned our lesson, hopefully. Well, we'll find out as we go into our next match against Shion Sensa, I believe. And Noah Kengo, thank you very much for the follow. Right, first matchup is going to be up against the defense form of Deoxys, who is chucking counter. With that, I have decided to switch out for the Odan Guru, into which case they have switched out for the Copophagus. And with that, fortunately, we did have foul play on our side, so we were able to do some pretty nasty, getting a pretty decent hit there, I would say. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield here, because, okay, after the Dark Pulse, definitely don't want to deal with Dark Pulse. Thank you very much. And with that, can I... Yeah. Okay, we were able to Confusion Copophagus out of play there, so I'll go ahead and take that. With that, next mon is going to be Superior, into which case I'll go ahead and chuck some Psychic Vibes their way. And with that, I am going to go ahead and use up my second shield here. They're going to fire off Leaf Tornado. I'm going to go ahead and save my charge moves for now, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Altaria. This time around, I'm actually prepped for the solo grass typing. Thank you very much. That they went ahead and fired off a Frenzy Plant, but we were able to handle that with fairly good ease, I would say. That they do bring back the Deoxys, who I believe, yep, it does Cracking Rock Slide, so we are definitely hurting. Oh, we are definitely going to be hurting. Yeah, I definitely got a little bit greedy there with trying to get Moon Blast off instead of just firing off a Sky Attack. So that's on me. That's on me. Once again, not as big of a mistake as the Abomasnow, but you know, it's still something I'd rather not have happen. But you know, it is what it is. With that, Walrein has returned and was able to take out the second shield on Deoxys, so we're good on there. With that, holy shaw, okay. We're able to get some decent damage in with the Icicle Sphere on Walrein, but now we're bringing back Orangu, who should be able, to finish off defense form Deoxys there. And with that, let's not get any greedier, and let's go ahead and fire off one final foul play here to either clear out this Superior or do some good damage to it. Okay, so we got some good damage going onto it. And with that, they have decided to call it a night. Nonetheless, GG's all around. Alright, and with that, we are able to tie things up 1-1. At the very least, we're guaranteed 2 rare candies out of this. So I'll take that. Right, let's see if we can knock our way up to the... That didn't sound right. Let's go ahead and see if we can get 2-1 as we go into match number 3 against Ash Damareno. Alright, Ash, what do you got? First round is going to be up against a Talonflame. Please win. I'm going to try my best. No, I'm going to try my best, but I can't promise anything. With that, it's probably gonna be Flame. Nope, it is Brave Bird. Okay, they got Brave Bird and Dip. Very thankful I decided to shield out on that one. With that, let's go ahead and bail out and switch out for the Altaria. But at the very least, it's going to be handling Bullet Seed very well. But we'll see if we can also handle their charge moves as well. They're going to come in with the ever spammy Body Slam Spam. Now with that, we're gonna waste no time here. Let's not go for any style points. Let's go ahead and fire a sky attack their way. Right, get their greeted well into the red. Excuse me. Alright, with that, even if it is crunch, we should be able to handle that relatively well. Yep. We have gone well into the yellow, but we're hanging out okay. If it is body slam one more time, I think it's gonna get us right into the red. Maybe a little deeper into the red than I would like, but you're still able to finish off the greeted while saving at least one shield. With that, okay, now they're coming in guns blazing with the Walren. What's the Mon in the back? Mon in the back. Oh, the Mon in the back is going to be okay. Mon in the back is Talonflame. Walren could handle Talonflame pretty well, but I feel like Oranguru has good chances as well. Or maybe I might as well keep Walren in the back for now. You never know. With that, we bring back Oranguru, who just took one Icicle Spear to the face. Sorry, buddy. But with that, they have decided to bring out Talonflame. With that, we'll go ahead and chuck a foul play, get rid of at least one of their shields there. With that, I'll see if Oranguru can take it. Oof, very, very barely, but yes, Oranguru is able to tank it and actually is able to clear out the Talonflame. I will take that. Alright, with that... Okay, it is Earthquake. Whew. Not gonna lie, got me a little concerned there. With that, we'll go ahead and fire an Icicle Spear their way. We are able to clear out their final shield, but I believe we can get to one last Icicle Spear before they get to Earthquake. There we go. And I know this is going to be quadruple resisted, but considering its health, I believe this should finish them. Yep, there we go. And with that, we were able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. And with that, Noah Kango, your wish has been granted. Albeit, I think my blood pressure has rose a little bit after that one, but you know. Good news. We came out swinging. And we are now 4 rare candies richer, or we're now 4 rare candies. Let's see if we can bump that to 6 rare candies. Let's go into match number 4 against Coco 88 Maru. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be against a Girder. It's Girder. Alright, with that, I switched out for Altaria, and they have switched out for a Croconaw. Much to my surprise tonight. Welcome to the Spice Zone. Could be possible the Croconaw knows some ice move. Okay, knows Ice Punch. Oof, and that one indeed packs quite a punch. Not gonna lie, that one indeed packs quite a punch. And with that, unfortunately, it is able to water spit my Altaria out of existence. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, I will go ahead and switch out for my Walren. Let's go ahead and see if it has another charge move on it. Okay, it's once again Ice Punch, so we should be able to tank those out fairly well. There's a possibility there's another move that Croconaw has up its sleeve. I just have absolutely no idea what other moves Croconaw knows. If I had to be 100% honest with you, I have absolutely no idea. Alright, with that, Girder has returned, into which case I have decided to switch out for my Oranguru, into which case they will switch out for their Shiny Flex Superior. Much respect to the Shiny Flex. With that, we went ahead and chuck our move, into which case I'm apparently going to be shielding them from their leaf tornado. I don't know what happened there. But in any event, we'll go ahead and see if I can tank. It could be Frenzy Point. Okay, it's Leaf Tornado, and yep, we're able to tank that fairly well. Ooh, did unfortunately lose a good chunk of... Well, our attack has harshly fallen, which is rather unfortunate, but hopefully we should be able to... Okay. Our attack has fallen a little bit deeper than I thought it did. Fair enough, fair enough. And with that, they're going to fire off another Leaf Tornado our way, and we are losing attack power like there's no tomorrow. We'll go ahead and switch out for the Wall Rain. Hopefully I'll be able to tank out this Leaf Tornado fairly well. Does get us deep into the red, but we are able to tank it out. With that, they have returned with the Girder. I'll go ahead and fire an Icicle Sphere their way, get some good neutral damage going. And with that... they will be finishing off our Walrein here with Brick Break. RIP, buddy, you have served well. Hopefully they don't have too much left in them. Okay, so we are able to take out the Girder, and we do have one final foul play ready for their superior. And Orangur is able to come in clutch and secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alrighty then. So on the plus side, we're ending this on a positive note. 3 wins out of 4. Let's see if we can get 4 wins as we go into our final match with Sandy Bunch of Numbers. Alright, Sandy will be starting out with an Altaria, so at the very least we are starting off on a positive note here. They have decided to switch out for the Jellicent, into which case I will switch out for my Altaria. With that, I am going to try and tank out their next move. Even if it is Shadow Ball, I think we should still be able to handle that fairly well. It is Ice Beam though, which I didn't know Jellicent could know. That's on me. Again. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack. Might as well see if we can get some good neutral damage going on the Jellicent before our inevitable demise. RIP's there. And much apologies to Altaria for this set. I have not been able to play Altaria well this time around. And I do want to make a formal apology to Altaria for my performance tonight. But just know your sacrifice is not in vain. Alright, with that, they're coming in with the Venusaur. Fortunately for us, we do have Psychic at the ready. We can go ahead and fire that off and at the very least clear out their shield. With that, Walrein is definitely not feeling all too happy about the Vine Whips and is definitely not going to want to tank out any Frenzy Plants, but at the very least we are able to fire one Icicle Sphere towards this Venusaur and clear out their second shield. With that though, this will come at the cost of my final shield. But, I mean, Oisha. Well, good news is we've survived the Frenzy Plant and that CM Payutai went a lot faster than I was originally expecting, not gonna lie. With that, we close it out with the rematch between Altaria and Walrein, into which case they have decided to call it a night. And with that, we're able to secure one final victory of the night. GG's all around. And with that victory comes a grand total of 8 rare candies. I will definitely take those, and we have made it to the 3 stars. We are now in rank 16, slowly but surely making our way towards the ratings. I don't know if I'm actually looking forward to that or not, but the time is coming. The time is coming soon. And hopefully, fingers crossed, this season we'll be able to get to Legend, but that one is quite a ways to go before we get there. But for now, just looking back at tonight, we started out a little bit on the rough side. We got 2 wins out of 5. Still in the negative, but at the very least, a lot of it we kept close, so got good things going there. We were able to pick it up a little bit more in set 2, where we got 3 wins out of 5. And finally, we were able to find a winning combination and get ourselves 4 wins out of 5 with this final set of the night. So yeah, ultimately that pretty much and with that pretty much I'm pretty much gonna call it a night. Thank you very much to all of you who tuned into this stream, and for all of you who stuck around as well. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very much to I believe it was Tommy Love TV. Yes, Tommy Love TV. Thank you very much for the raid earlier. Greatly appreciated. And thank you very much to... Sorry, it's... let me go through the follows on Twitch first. Thank you very much to Os Thomas, Yuri Avenger, Lost Phoenix, Jason, Kick GT. Oh, hi, Mark. Noah Kango, thank you very much for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Also to all of you who chatted up in the chat. Tommy Love TV, Kappa Inc. Capin, Alan, 102401, Yuri Avenger, Twitching yeah. I apologize if I'm butchering your names, by the way. Just know it's gonna happen a lot. Just throwing it out there. It's gonna happen a lot. Jason Kick GT, Noah Kengo, oh hi Mark. Thank you very much for chatting it up. Always nice to get some combos going during these battles and during these streams. And yeah, once again, thank you to all of you as well for once again tuning in. So I believe I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but this week I'm only have one other stream planned, and that's going to be on Thursday night, where we'll be continuing Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That will be happening Thursday night at 10 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, or 1 a.m. Pacific Time, or 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be ending the stream here because it is starting to get a little bit on the late side, and I do still have work tomorrow. But otherwise, just if you ever want to keep up with these streams, if you haven't already, you can always follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays we'll be simul streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and Saturday occasionally we will do a Twitch exclusive stream to kind of catch up on previous games like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and whatnot. Besides that, if you want to, other ways you can keep up with the stream schedules, or catch up on like highlights, or if there's any like last minute cancellations or anything like that, you can always follow us on the social medias, Twitter and Instagram at Voyaging Trainer. And finally, I still need to make a link for it somewhere, but if you ever want to catch up on previous Twitch exclusive streams, you can catch the VODs on our other YouTube channel, Voyage Archives. Yes. Whew. Shameless plugs, man. They find a way to make it flow a little better from time to time. But once again, thank you very much to all of you who tuned into this one, and I guess with that, I will see you guys in the next stream. to you.